Happy Hump Day. This is part one of my two rants. This one, we're reminiscing 28 years ago. April 15th, Tats Day, 1998 NBA Classic between the Chicago Bulls versus Detroit Pistons in Auburn Hills. And not to mention Michael Jordan's last trip in Auburn Hills before his second retirement. Joe Dumars, the legend. This one aired on TBS, the Superstation. That man, Jerry Stackhouse. Pistons with an 87-79 victory over the Bulls. In Michael Jordan's last visit in Auburn Hills. Pistons 36-44, while the Bulls dropped to 60-20. Michael Jordan would have been player of the game with 19 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Grant Hill needed one more rebound to go to triple-double. 17 points, 9 rebounds, 12 assists. But the player of the game was Bison Dele, 25 points, 17 rebounds, 1 assist. He needed 9 more assists to go to triple-double. My next classic rant this coming Friday with the Bulls taking on the Sixers in Brotherly Loves, which happens to be the Bulls' last visit. I'll be back to recap last night's play-in with the Heat taking on the Hornets at the Hive.